and communications from all social media platforms and any other medium in which they would appear.
Discord. Discord.
And if you go to the second part, oh, hello, Mr. Wilkins.
Why'd you do it, motherfuckers? Huh?
Because I
Do
don't-
what?
Do
Hold on,
what?
your
Cyrus.
shit?
Hold on, Cyrus. Hold
Shut
on.
the fuck up, all four of you dumb bitches. Shut the fuck up.
Are you mad?
Shut up, bitch nigger.
Are you gonna cry?
Now, motherfucking bitch ass Cyraxx. Why the fuck did you do this shit, you nigger loving little bitch? Huh?
That's very-
Oh, are you mad?
That's
Shut
very
the fuck
offensive.
up,
First,
The Cyraxx court date happened yesterday, and oh my god, it's beautiful. You will never see any other troll go through this much effort for any troll campaign for anyone other than Cyraxx. And I'll quickly let it start, but something of note before that is the goblin actually shaved the half beard thing, and it shows off his malnourished leafy chin. And it somehow shows up his fucked up jaw even more.
We've sent in quite a few things. So what would be the first piece of evidence that was destroyed, or a piece of property, that kind of thing?
Alright, so as far as property goes that was destroyed, that would be the original Xbox One X that I got. And that was back, I got that in 2018, and that got destroyed, and I ended up throwing that away around 2022, I believe it was.
When's the last time you've seen his fucking shin, huh? Isn't that amazing?
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, and then what?
And then after that, I ended up, thankfully, because of one of my friends overseas that I'm really close with, he saw what happened. Ended up shipping me a new one, which was the Series S that I had. And then that got destroyed right around the same time as my PC, as my gaming PC. And that was around, it was like December-ish, November-ish of last year. It was like right before my computer got destroyed.
And then?
And then after that, my gaming PC, that got destroyed earlier, literally around February or March of this year. It was like right around that time frame that it got
Can
destroyed.
we have a little bit more of a detailed elaboration and illustration of the destruction of this property, and kind of a
Yes,
more of a
ma'am. Oh,
time frame?
absolutely. So what happened was they had people pretending to be my friend, and they would send me these devices that are basically made to modify the gaming console. That basically it would be to where like you can basically play all the games without having to have the discs to save space and trouble of having to go through everything, which I was very appreciative of when.
So you can save this space and not go through the trouble of... He's just admitting he's a broke bum and that he's the pirate games, because not only is he in poverty and living in squalor and bed bugs and rats, and you know, like Sally spent her like monthly wage on the bed bug jug, just praying to God Chance would try and use it to, like, you know, clean up the bed bug corpses he's snacking on, but he refused, you know. But not only is Chance living in squalor, so is Sally. His mommy's in squalor, and you know, Chance is just a burden to the household.
They were talking about doing that. And when I got the USB, I went to plug it in, and it basically what it did, it's called bricking my system. And what it did, and what the kill stick did was it basically sucks in all the electricity from your device. It sucks all that electricity and power from the device into itself, and then shoots it back out at such a rapid pace that it destroys all the circuitry inside to where it cannot be used.
Okay.
And they have done this a total of 3 times already.
Wow, 3 times. Okay, okay.
No.
And then?
And then after that, after they bricked my current Xbox, which is the One S,
And what
They
year was
ended
this?
up-
What year did this event occur?
The original Xbox was last year in 2024.
Oh, sorry.
And
I didn't
then
remember
the
either.
Xbox One S and stuff, all that was earlier this year.
Okay, okay. Continue.
And for my computer, they ended up breaking into it several times in the past. And one of
Why?
my friends that I'm very tight knit with, he's very good with computers.
He tried to molest him.
I've known this guy for a long while.
No.
He saw that they were breaking into my computer. I went to take and have him help me to kick them out so that I could, start securing my PC a little bit better. And we went to do what's called a flash. We went to flash the BIOS in the computer, which basically what that does is it resets all the BIOS and basically everything in your computer to where it will throw everybody out. Basically, it's basically the brutal way of doing a hard reset on a computer. And when we did that, my computer wouldn't turn back on. And so I ended up getting on my phone where I had Facebook at the time and contacted my friend CIA Hole, who you actually ended up speaking with just yesterday. He ended up doing a little bit of research and found out that they had placed a virus in my computer that when the computer would be flashed to where it would reset, that triggered the virus, which basically made it to where my computer basically could not be used at all whatsoever.
You'd expect after 3 times that he'd learn not to take random USBs in the mail, but hell no. It genuinely seems like nothing can break past the goblin's barrier of delusion. Time and time again, his devices will be bricked and destroyed with the same methods over and over again. And he just keeps finding ways to fall for it. I remember this one Cyraxx video months ago. I think it's when he got a Xbox 360 somehow. Sally managed to beg for a 360 some way. I don't know how, but literally he has and he's ranting in the attic. It's a game of cat and mouse. I'm the cat and you're the mouse, William. And I shit you not, 2 to 3 days later at the absolute least, he was sent a kill stick and he put in the 360 and destroyed it. And on the PC thing, he was also convinced to delete System 32 multiple times. Think about that. He was convinced to delete System 32 multiple times, and he had to reinstall Windows each time he fell for it, and he had to think about it, and he kept falling for it until he flashed his BIOS. He really reminds you of King Charles II of Spain. I think Charles is significantly more fucked up. Because large parts of his brain were missing and his organs literally died in his body. But Chance is so comically regarded. He's like his twin brother. Like his actual little brother.
On my other console that I had, which was one of the Xbox.
I'm so sorry for being late, everybody. I'm here. I made it. I want to formally apologize. I know there were
Yes, my lawyer made
talks
it
saying
in
I
time.
wouldn't show up
Yes.
today. I have to disagree. I'm always here to support my clients in every way, shape, and form. I refuse to have any of my clients be locked up or wrongly accused of crimes they did not commit. So I will be here
right.
for the
That's
rest of
right.
the proceeding. I hope it goes better
Excuse me.
than it did last week.
You're forgetting I'm not muted.
Mr. Wilkins, I will say you look more professional today than you did last week. You did shave. You look good for the court. So that's good for you. Good on you for taking care of yourself for this proceeding. I have to say, very well done.
Appreciate that.
Very nice, very nice. You do clean up very nice.
Thank you.
Now, where were
Disagree.
we?
Objection.
We
Objection.
were at the part
Objection.
where I had just gotten the controller and plugged it in. And then right after I did that, like I said, that's one of the devices that's actually
Just
the device
so you guys
that
know,
destroyed my original
he
Xbox
refused to show up.
One. That was the one that destroyed.
He
the
refused to show
original
up
one.
if we were
And
allowed
then,
to
like
talk.
I said, they did the kill
He
stick
refused.
for the second one, and then they also did the same thing with a third kill stick for my 360.
I'm sorry,
that I
Mr.
missed
Mr.
out.
Wilkins. May I address your lawyer and ask a question?
Absolutely.
Laura, what is the relevancy of what Mr. Wilkins is speaking of at the current moment?
He is giving me all of the details in regards to all of the evidence that he has sent in to me.
Okay. And Mr. Wilkins, have you presented that evidence to Laura? You've sent that out, correct?
Indeed, I have.
And has the evidence been picked up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You may proceed.
All right, now where were we?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You were talking about an Xbox
Objection.
and other electronic goods,
Objection.
Mr. Wilkins.
Objection. I don't want to look at his face.
Yes. So what happened was they basically did the same thing with the 360. They sent
Mr. Wilkins, sorry, I have to interrupt you again. Who are they? Can you give me specific names to the individuals that broke your electronic devices so we are clear and the county clerk understands who you're talking to?
They are basically what is known in the troll community as foot soldiers that work under Mr. William here.
Okay, so you have no names, Mr. Wilkins, correct? All right, you may continue.
Alright, so what happened was, like I said, they destroyed my stuff. They had people doing this. And when that happened, I was like, what do I do type stuff. And basically because of these people, since March, I have been without a PC. I have been without a console. And ultimately, I have basically been rendered unable to do my job as a music artist, as a content creator. And basically, I have been rendered unable to do my job as a whole because these people decided that they wanted to, for some reason, destroy my property.
For some reason, they wanted to destroy my property. Let's brush over the fact you saw to the blind kid in high school, so you're already like your real dad. You got caught talking to kids 7 times. You admitted to jacking off the 8-year-old on a Facebook call, so you're really like your dad. For some reason, people don't want this serial predator playing Fortnite all day talking to 10-year-olds. Also, the fact minutes ago, John said he wouldn't come up unless everybody else was muted is such a chance thing to do. He is such a coward who can't handle any other opposition without him just screaming over them like some inbred goblin with a deformed jaw and body.
He did all that. I asked him and confronted him many times and asked him why he had his people do this, and I have never once gotten a single clear answer from him as to why he did this. All I've ever gotten out of him was, the generic, answers of like, I don't know what you're talking about, and basically doing everything he can to avoid answering the real question, which is why did he have my property destroyed? Like, what was his reasoning behind that? And I never once got an answer for that.
Would counsel like me to respond?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason why my client doesn't want to answer that question is because he's done no harm to you, Mr. Wilkins. There's no clerical evidence that William, aka Glory Hole, as you call him, right? William Glory Hole, that's how you know him by,
Yes, sir.
has wronged you in any type of way. There's no evidence he's done so. You couldn't trace it back to him. I've never heard of a man being named William Glory Hole in my entire life. I think that's a fictional creature that you made up to spin a story.
Then let me ask you this, Mr. Cypress. Why is his YouTube channel named William Glory Hole? Why is his Rumble named William Glory Hole?
How do you know that's the same person you're speaking of today that has done the things to you? Do you have proof?
Oh, I have plenty, and I'm sure my attorney here will be more than happy to present that evidence.
Well, that's very important. Can your attorney present that evidence right now, so we can have the county clerk and the county reporter put it into evidence for us?
Absolutely.
He's just blatantly lying. Whenever he's screaming, "Why have you been doing this to me for 7 years?" Like 20 times minimum per stream. And whenever he finally lets William Glory Hole talk, even if he does that in the stream, it's always the same answer. He's a PDF file. He genuinely believes he's in a court case, so in his own mind, he's lying to the judge. He's such a slimy little rat who has no morals. What a bum.
Wilkins, you answered yourself adequately. William, have you ever done? I had to ask him this question. Please remain calm, Mr. Wilkins. William, have you ever attacked this man or harmed this man in any legitimate way whatsoever? Yes or no?
The court's going to request that the defendants follow protocols, as this is the plaintiff's evidentiary hearing.
Okay, I'll move on to John. John, have you ever done anything to harm the individual, Mr. Wilkins, in any way, shape, or form? Oh, my clients can't speak. Huh. The mics don't
defendants
work.
have been ordered to stay on mute
And why is that?
because of how last time went. We wanted to make sure that Mr. Wilkins was able to get his entire thing out.
Mr.
without
Wilkins, you
interruption.
are not allowing my clients to speak. Is that correct?
That is correct because of how they treated me last time.
Mr. Wilkins, you do understand that you could be held in contempt for not allowing.
Actually, no, I cannot.
Objection. Objection.
Overruled. You know your client is not within the power to say who and who cannot
And I
speak.
am overruling you, Cypress.
Oh shit!
Your clients tried to badger and attack me last time,
I don't believe they did.
but they did, and there's video evidence to prove so as well.
I'm still waiting for that evidence, Mr. Wilkins. It still has not been presented. When will you present this evidence?
I am going to allow my attorney here to present the evidence for me.
This is the plaintiff's evidentiary hearing. The defendants will have the opportunity to rebuff post-evidentiary review. Okay?
Understood. Okay, so again, I will ask my clients said questions. William, have you or have you not ever done any physical, mental harm to the client, Mr. Wilkins? Yes or no? I feel like my client is afraid to speak to you, Mr. Wilkins. Do you have some stronghold over my clients today that you're not telling me about?
No, but I do have evidence that goes against them.
Evidence I've still not seen. Mr. Horowitz, have you performed any illegal activities or harmed Mr. Wilkins in any way, shape, or form?
Mr. Horowitz, I must remind you the defense is ordered to stand mute as instructed.
Is this what you want, Mr. Wilkins? Is this how you want to live your life? Just putting everyone on mute? No one's allowed to speak freely, even if they disagree with what you do?
When it comes to my personal freedom and my personal well-being, if I feel that I need to put somebody on mute in order to protect my well-being and my safety, make no mistake, I will do whatever I need to do to see to my safety.
Are you, Mr. Wilkins, are you threatening my clients?
No, I am not.
You just said you will do anything in your power.
I am simply stating.
And I'm stating that you
Objection, figure of speech.
They can't even speak or say anything. Chance is so scared of letting anyone talk without his anger issues making him call William an N-word boy and scream out other shit. And of course, my segments will be way shorter until the big thing happens, but how does he expect an actual court case to take place in the comfort of his bedbug-filled attic? He's even using big words for himself like henceforth. And I want to speed run through this court case to get to the juicy part, because he's been on a tirade ever since this court case ended. And for example, I've been working on this like Cyraxx's bullshit self-defense videos, and he introduced these guitar jacks you could use. In a recent video, like I think like today or like yesterday, he's been screaming that he's gonna get revenge on William Gloryhole, John, and Cypress the lawyer while holding the guitar jacks in his hand, even though they just destroyed all his evidence.
Can you once again please outline for the court the number of and the names of the devices that were destroyed previously?
Oh, absolutely. That is one Xbox One X, one Xbox 360, one HP computer, a Hewlett-Packard Tower computer, one Nintendo Wii, which was another brick device, which that was, yeah, but there was that, and then there was also a Skytech gaming PC, all of which I sent you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so these people, you don't.
I just want you to keep in mind, alright? Remember all those devices for what happens later, because someone sent a courier to pick up all those devices' evidence, and they are brought up significantly later on. So keep that shit in mind.
Do you have any proof that it was, you have any linking evidence to the three that are present here? Can you expand can you expand on the engagement with law enforcement with relative to the attempts that have been made on your life?
Yes, ma'am, I can actually.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the main one that did attempt to have people take my life initially, which was Mr. Nicholas Beegler, John's brother-in-law, who unfortunately is no longer with us as he OD'd on fentanyl.
No,
and
you
he
killed him. You
passed
killed
away.
him. You killed him. You killed him.
Do
You
what?
killed him. You killed him. You
Oh,
killed
sorry,
him.
Let's continue.
You killed him.
Right. But
He can't hear
as
me.
I
He
was
can't hear
saying,
me.
he passed
can't hear me.
away
He
in
just sees
March.
me.
But around
Hold on. Marty didn't pass away in March, he died in late January. Me saying Cyraxx was smarter than Charles II of Spain was way too generous. Marty was your worst enemy in your entire life. That's the guy who made you scream and made you beg for your mom. How could you forget the month he died? Okay, Cyraxx has admitted to people in DMs before Marty passed that he would spend 80% of his day thinking about Marty. And, talking about him all day in these live streams. Like, his own words that came out of his fucked up mouth is that he spends 80% of his day thinking about Marty. And now he can't even remember what month he died in?
about
scared.
2
He
or
got
3
scared.
years ago, I was doing a live stream speaking about one of my exes who, needless to say, was not a very good person, to say the least. Had a lot of mental issues. And I was speaking on that because people wanted to know what was going on. So I was explaining to my fan base at the time, what was going on. And I had heard a loud bang come from behind me. I turned around thinking like maybe something fell from my closet or something like that. And at the time, I had my bed over here by my window, which obviously has since been moved. And once I heard that sound, I didn't think anything of it at the time. And after the stream that next day, one of my good friends that was on my old Facebook account that I no longer have access to, because unfortunately somebody ended up breaking in. It wasn't any of these people, but somebody ended up breaking in, getting the info to where I could no longer get back in.
Ha ha. That's
They
all
ended
never
up
stop.
telling me, look, you need to go back and watch your live stream. You were shot at. And so I went back to look at the footage. I saw the footage of where I was shot at, where the bullet had entered in through my windowsill into my mattress.
So close.
And so
So close to getting
my
it.
family
Fuck.
ended up calling the police. That very moment, we also called our landlady to fill her in. Police came out and they basically did what you're supposed to do. They examined everything and whatnot, but they also sat right there in front of myself, my family, and our landlady, and basically said that they were not going to remove the bullets.
Mr. Wilkins, I'm sorry to interrupt. I know you're explaining the whole bullet situation. I think it's very important knowing that you're a man of your word. You're very you hold yourself accountable for everything you do. You've been very transparent with the whole proceeding here today. Of course, you could present that bullet here today, correct?
No, I cannot, because the bullet has not been removed from my mattress. It still has yet to be removed.
Mr. Wilkins, are you able to show us said mattress?
Yes, I am actually. Give me just a moment.
Please do.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh my god.
Give me
Can you
just a
fucking
moment here.
believe this
It's
shit?
kinda
Thank God he's gone.
kind of a tight squeeze over here, so give me just a moment here.
Oh, please take your time. I need to see the mattress so it can be added into evidence.
Oh, absolutely.
Take your time, Mr. Wilkins. Make sure we can see.
Yeah,
the
for
whole-
sure. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do like this. Yeah, give me one more here. What I'm going to do to
Remember, he
plug.
demanded that we all
And
stay
Mr.
muted.
Wilkins, I want to say I appreciate you going above and beyond today to show us this evidence. It's very,
Oh.
very professional of you.
Agreed.
Give me just a moment here. I do apologize for the darkness.
We're actually gonna get to see the fucking bullet hole. Can you believe that?
Plugging my
Isn't that fucking
ring light
amazing?
in here so y'all can actually see where it was at. Give me just a moment here. Squeeze through. Blah, blah. But if you guys notice, right there.
Where, Mr. Wilkins, where? Can you point with your finger exactly where the bullet hole entered the mattress?
Right? Do you not see that?
No, I do not, Mr. Wilkins.
Mr. Wilkins, your hand is not in frame.
Oh, sorry. It's
Hey, Chance, you got to bring it down. Let's see the entry point.
Okay, I see now, Mr. Wilkins. You are claiming that is the bullet where the bullet entered your
This
mattress,
motherfucker.
correct?
Oh my
yes,
God.
sir.
Are you able to put your finger deeper in there so we're able to see that it is indeed a bullet hole?
Yes, sir.
How-
It's got a
And
piss
Mr.
cover
Wilkins,
on
how
it.
deep can you insert your finger into the mattress, if you could tell us?
It's about as much as I
All
can do
the
with my
way up
ass.
to my back knuckle.
I could nerd out and say, oh, that's too small of a bullet hole, actually, yada, yada, yada. What I want to focus on is what John points out in the clip, but there's a plastic sheet around his bed. And now there's been a theory that Cyraxx, since Cyraxx shits himself so much on a live stream from having his ass stretched out by Jake and, styluses and all this other shit, his fucked up body can't heal from the violent lashings his, body's taken. But the theory is that he actually shits himself way more behind the scenes in the 339 Lloyd household. And from all the reasons I listed above, he has to have plastic sheets on his bed. And as you can see in the clip, he does. The camera quality is bad, but you can literally hear it when Cyraxx goes to stick his finger to quote-unquote bullet hole. And with this information, I want to know what his organs look like now. He's constantly shitting himself. He can't eat hot foods. He has no shoulders. He has holes in his dick. What the fuck does this guy's intestines look like? What does his heart look like? We need to get an actual brain scan of this motherfucker. Or look at his chin. Or the bed bugs. I don't want to be anywhere near them. I want to be in a hazmat suit 30 feet away. But for science, what the fuck does his body look like?
I can also show you guys the entry point through the window. So if you like, as well.
I would. I think that's very important.
Yes,
Please show us the entry
absolutely.
point in the window.
Absolutely.
Liar!
So what happened
Liar!
was, because we had the wood on the outside replaced since then, but what happened is it entered from the outside, and because it's such a thick, you know,
It like made the
it
bullet
was thick
bounce.
wood, the bullet scraped in,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
blasted out right there, as you can see that entry point right there.
Yes, Mr. Wilkins. Mr.
And
Wilkins, what
that's
now?
not
This is
through
very
there.
important. Was your window open or closed when
It
it
was
shot?
closed. It was
And where-
closed at the time.
And are you able to show us the bullet hole entry on the window? We were not able to see it.
I just showed it to you.
Sorry, Laura, I didn't see it either. Correct? I think it was just a little bit shaky.
Correct. It was a little shaky there.
Okay, I do apologize. Hang on one moment here.
You're
No,
okay.
it's,
You're
it's
okay.
perfectly fine. Please take your time, Mr.
Laura, and
Wilkins.
All right, can you guys see it now?
Could you point with your finger where it is exactly? Okay, so that is the bullet hole entrance,
That's
correct?
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I would like to
What
put on
happened was the bullet came out sideways, and when it hit into my mattress, it leveled itself out and went from there, and it's been in there ever since.
Okay, I'd like to put on the record that Mr. Wilkins has shown us a bullet entry hole from his window.
It's so unbelievable that not even the fake lawyers can believe that's supposed to be a bullet hole. This is what Chance is claiming is a sniper rifle round going through his wall. It looks like a fucking coin slot. I can't believe after all these years, like I think like 2 or 3 years he's been carrying this lie, that he's saying it like he's been shot at. When in the original clip, he'd been like on record saying, was that a mousetrap? I can't tell if he knows he's lying or he's deluding himself into thinking the ice bullet was real. Because if that was an actual bullet, that would have put a massive hole in the wall. And it would have like ripped through his bed. I mean, I know the guy doesn't know how like anything works, but I feel like he'd at least research anything or research. Okay, you know what? That's stupid. He doesn't research any music. Why would I even expect that? Never mind. I'm stupid.
Of the devices. Okay.
I would apologize to your lawyer, Mr. Wilkins. I know we're getting a bit sidetracked here.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But as for the swatting call, what happened is Mr. Glory Hole here ended up calling the police, stating that I had threatened to shoot him and that if any police showed up, I would shoot them as well. And there's actually body cam footage of this, which, Laura, I believe you have that footage, correct?
That is correct. Can you please explain how or why you knowingly inserted said kill sticks into multiple devices on at least 3 occasions, having knowledge that said tactics had employed previously?
At the time, I was unaware that they were kill sticks. I honestly thought that they were actually devices that, you know, like I said, were intended for their use. I was unaware that I didn't even know those even existed. I didn't know that was a thing. I honestly thought that was like some, you know, like Hollywood spy stuff. I didn't know that those actually existed. And after the 3rd time that it happened, I ended up really sitting down and did my research. And then that's when I then found out that what they had sent me were indeed kill sticks. Because what I did was I put it into Google and various other search engines and basically explained what had happened. And they gave me back what I was dealing with are what is known as kill sticks. And then that's when I later found out, like, so what they've been sending me is basically illegal.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Wilkins.
It took 3 times. After the 3rd time your electronics were destroyed, you finally decided to Google what the fuck they were. You were told the first time by Liquid Chris how a kill stick works and that it destroys anything it's plugged into. It took 2 other times of having your electronics destroyed to even think about researching what the fuck they are? How is he so regarded, genuinely? I talked about, researching. I might have lost count, but after the 3rd time he's now claiming that he researched what a kill stick is, didn't he fall for this again? Didn't like another device or 2 get bricked? I don't think I truly appreciate how regarded Chance is and how easily the trolls can use that for laughs. I don't see any other, this might be too much credit, but I don't see Nova Online or Tofia Chu falling for 3 fucking kill sticks and then proceeding to get bricked like 3 more times.
Going to move on to video presentation submitted, video
Okay.
evidence submission,
That's fair.
A4 3390E. Okay, we're going to move on to that.
Okay.
I just want to put on record, I have not seen the evidence that's being shown here today, and neither has anyone else.
Mr. Wilkins, can you please explain what we're seeing?
First of all, that is not
Hold on, wait. There's an echo.
This stuff. Yeah. All right, who has the echo?
These were the items that were submitted for evidence, correct?
Indeed. Wait a second. Why is this being burned?
Order. What are we seeing? What are we viewing?
The
I think-
evidence.
I think-
What's going on here?
There's an echo. I can't have the echo. All right, am I able to answer? Yes, Mr. Wilkins.
What's going on here?
What is going on?
Yes, Mr. Wilkins, are you still there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Sure. So, Mr. Wilkins, all the evidence was dropped off and it was burned.
Why?
Completely destroyed.
Why?
Where are you, Mr. Wilkins? I'm unable to see you.
It's fucking beautiful. If you don't know what happened, behind the scenes, John, and William actually sent someone to pick up all of Chance's devices and, made him sign some fake legal papers, and they just set all the quote-unquote evidence on fire in person. And what other lolcow is having people pick up their electronics and burning them and showing it on, like, a StreamYard panel, or I guess a live stream would be the equivalent? You can literally see his heart drop. He seriously believed this would get William and all the trolls off his back, make people stop calling him a predator, and actually be liked by anyone on the internet for his quote-unquote music. He's so regarded that he'll immediately latch onto anything and just say it's his next ticket out. He's like, I remember him calling himself a millionaire without the money, and that he could get all these subs and cash so easily, but, he never does. He doesn't have the skills, the talent, and he's too inbred and fucked up. And I want to just see his reaction on this.
Laura, can you see me and hear me right now?
I can see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Now I can't see you.
Okay, now I can see you. Mr. Wilkins, all the evidence was burned because go fuck yourself. That's why.
You do realize that...
What do I realize? Go ahead, tell me. Tell me what I realize, Mr. Wilkins.
Laura, would you care to explain to
William wins, bitches! William wins!
What's gonna happen? Oh, I'm sorry. All your shit's gone. It already happened.
William wins again! William wins! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! You suck! You fucking suck! Ha 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 ha!
How does it feel, Chance?
Look at that, baby!
Laura, what's going on here?
Yes, Laura, what's going on? Please explain to your client what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on.
Of course. Mr.
No
Wilkins.
idea.
Mr. Wilkins.
Mr. Wilkins, what is going on here?
What is going on?
No.
You got fucked, bitch! You got fucked!
William wins.
William wins! William wins!
Laura, if I
William
may,
wins! Ha, ha,
Laura,
ha,
if
ha,
I
ha.
may, can I speak with you outside of the stream?
William
still-
wins!
You cannot, Mr. Wilkins. You have to
That
speak
is
here.
not your call.
I'm calling it, Mr. Wilkins. You have to
No,
speak
you
here
are
and now.
not.
You have to speak here and now, Mr. Wilkins.
No,
Here
I
now,
do
Mr.
not.
Wilkins.
Mr.
here
Wilkins,
now.
Mr. Wilkins, I
Is
know
there
you're
any
a
way
little
somebody
upset.
could close the media
Cypress,
player, by the way?
leave me alone. Laura, may I speak with you in
Laura,
private?
can you tell your client to clean his eyes? I see a lot of tears coming down his face.
Laura, can I speak with you in private now? It's important.
Mr. Wilkins, we can speak here. Everything's being recorded for the courts, okay? It's okay.
Why did you guys destroy the evidence? Answer that one, Cypress.
What's up, Chance?
Why did you allow your clients to destroy the evidence?
My clients refuse to answer that question.
No, they have to answer.
He still can't realize this is a troll. That like everything in his life is just people over the internet fucking with him over and over again. You have to tell me now. Why'd you burn all the evidence? His death clinging hope that he can get William and everyone that calls him out for being a predator imprisoned, so he can just like be seen on the internet as an amazing music artist is ludicrous. It's impossible for it to ever happen. But Chance needs to believe that this is a real court case, because if he doesn't, he has to actually realize that all of this is fake and behind the screen, and that he'll never be able to do anything to stop the trolls from fucking with him. And his inbred goblin brain can't handle that, so he has to delude himself into thinking this shit is real. And you know, I'll say again, if he actually admits this isn't a court case, not only does he admit he can't affect William and the trolls in any way, he has to admit he just sent them like 6 to 7 Xboxes, PCs, Wii U's, all these devices that were they were broken, but Chance saw them as his ticket out, and now he's actively watching them get burnt up in flames. S tier lolcow. Quote unquote prime Christian has nothing on the fucking Goblin. This is hilarious.
They refuse.
Laura, do you have anything
Sit
that
and
you'd like
rotate.
to say to these people?
Sit and rotate.
Mr. Glory Hole, what do you have to say for yourself?
Mr.
What do you have to say for
Glory
yourself?
Again.
I have nothing to say for myself.
I think Chance, Mr. Wilkins is wrongly accusing my clients
No,
of
I am
doing
not.
something.
You
Mr.
know what they did, and you're
I would like to make a
defending-
statement.
Of
Chance,
course.
William wins. William's always gonna fucking win, and there's
No,
nothing
he
you
is
can ever
not.
fucking do about it. We'll see. We'll see. You have no
Mr.
evidence.
Mr.
You have no
Wilkins-
evidence
Well,
anymore.
quit.
Mr. Mr. Wilkins, you tried to go against the best, and
And
you
that's
lost.
where you're failing. Because I have you on evidence. I have all you guys on evidence threatening my lawyer.
Where have I threatened your lawyer, Mr.
No
Wilkins?
one's
I go,
threatening
thank
you.
God,
Not
dude.
you in
What?
I'm sorry.
particular.
I'm sorry,
Not
guys.
you in
I don't think
particular.
I don't think
These three.
I don't think Mr. Wilkins saw the video. Can we play the video one more time?
Oh
for
no,
Mr.
I
Wilkins?
saw the video, but I don't.
What are you
care.
niggas talking about? These are fucking
Howdy,
yakking
howdy,
for
howdy, howdy.
shit.
Laura, if you'll excuse me, I need to step out for a minute. I'll rejoin the call here in a minute. This is way too much.
Oh,
Mr. Wilkins, it's okay. Just continue.
I will be right back.
Continue with the video. Continue it going again.
He's still proclaiming he's gonna win. Even after watching all his devices get torched, he's still proclaiming that he's gonna win. There's an entire like racks out that happens after this on a different like StreamYard panel and a different stream. But this video is already too long and nobody's gonna watch this shit. But regardless, peak lolcow, man. Holy shit. What an amazing Cyraxx arc, dude. Oh my god. I think like this was like an A or maybe even I don't know about S tier, but A definitely. Holy shit.